everybody, my name's Silverapper21 and welcome back to The Raven. Hold on, just doing one quick thing here, guys, and it would be great with you. Okay, now we must... That face, man. Examine the way. Oh God. Well, the trash can was the first thing.
Sometimes you can find useful things in a waste bin, but this one seems to have been emptied recently.
You want your lunch? Eat some garbage. No, wait, come back, you.
They won't let me ride along in the freight car, not even if I ask nicely.
I mean, worth a shot.
A leather bag like the ones used by country doctors for carrying their equipment.
Yeah, now they just make it come to them and be like, that'd be like, don't you dare talk about that leather bag.
If I swipe the bag, it'd cause confusion while people look for it, and I might be able to sneak onto the train. The only problem is, I can't take the bag with me. Burglary in British Museum, 1 casualty, 5,000 pounds damage, culprit unknown. Return of the Raven? I'd have escaped anyway, but Inch just couldn't resist playing with dynamite. I hope the security guard recovers soon.
I'm sorry?
There probably isn't a single newspaper between Moscow and Madrid that's not reporting on the burglary. I'm famous! Unfortunately, not for the sort of elegantly executed theft I'd like to be known for.
Well,
If I try to just get on the train, the conductor would probably stop me and might even turn me over to the police. I can't risk that.
Well, we could try.
The conductor from the train, he's keeping a watchful eye on his passengers and their luggage. The train's been held up, and he seems to want to prevent further delays.
Oh no! Oh no!
This is the saloon car, fully furnished with a bar and all the niceties. The ladies and gentlemen would have a fit if I just waltzed in there wearing these clothes.
Oh, I see how it is. Wait, what does that do?
I can't board the train like this. I'd stick out like a sore thumb, and they'd throw me off without a second thought.
I mean...
This is the saloon. The lady...
Yeah, I kind of figured it was the saloon car again.
The crate must have had bananas or something in it. It's empty now.
Man, I was hungry. Oh, I'm going home. What happens if I try?
I'd better not interrupt their conversation. As long as they're talking to each other, they're distracted and paying less attention to their surroundings.
Are you serious?
Some of the passengers got off the train to stretch their legs, but this man started his journey right here in Zurich. He waited a good 10 minutes for the train and began to get impatient. Not a chance. The doctor could easily spot me taking his bag. He'd sound the alarm, and our Swiss friend would have no choice but to arrest me, and then we'd have a real problem.
You have literally just said they're in a conversation. They can't see. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. Move your fat body. What's over there? So I gotta find a way. Oh, hey, just pass him through. I gotta find a way.
I can't board the... The only problem is... Inch loves the spotlight and has a flair for the dramatic. Why else would he call himself the Raven? I don't like having to risk my own neck as part of his drama. What's the point of leaving messages for his opponent?
Where are you going? I said examine the
A ticket for a trip on the MS Lydia from Venice to Cairo, some banknotes, and a passport. Blank. No personal info, no picture. Inch has brilliant contacts in the underworld. He knows the best counterfeiters, technicians, pickpockets, and con men. He remains anonymous, though. Most of them don't even know they're working for him. Mr. X is contacting Cairo, probably doesn't have a clue who he is. Not the dog, and
then how the... Hello? What? I hate myself right now. I gotta do something with the knife. Excuse me. Excuse me. Just like one quick poke.
Not a chance. He'd sound the... And then... I'd like to know what message Inch finds so... But not a chance. And then...
I'm not clicking on you.
I can't board the train. I can't board...
I'm gonna hurt you. I can't board the train, you. You can't board you.
A handy Swiss Army knife. A good friend gave it to me.
Yeah, I would like to know what we use it with.
I could probably pry the bottom boards off without too much effort. They're thin, and the nails are short.
And use them for what?
Perfect. It looks like a normal crate. It's now or never.
Oh yeah, because they can't see that.
Scrap! Yes, sir.
Don't roll your eyes at me, dick.
Let the games begin.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Can't you see that I am talking to the constable?
The train is leaving in a few minutes, sir. I have to ask you to board it now.
We should get on. Perhaps we'll be able to continue our conversation during the trip.
I won't stand in the way. Oh, where's my bag?
You left it right there.
I know that. I want to know where it is now.
I don't know. I'll look for it right away. If you gentlemen would get on the train in the meantime...
I will hold you and your employers liable for this.
I'm sure he'll find the bag. Come on, Dr. Gebhardt. I will help you with your luggage.
Fine.
Quite a lot of luggage. Excuse me, sir. The bag is over there. Excuse me. Can I go down that way now?
The conductor doesn't really seem to know where to search for the lost bag. Finding a particular piece of luggage at a railway station is like finding a needle in a haystack.
Hey, conductor!
You seem to be searching for something. Can I help?
Go away. There's no money to be earned here.
That's not what I mean. I just thought, if you're looking for a brown bag...
Why? Did you steal one?
If that were true, I wouldn't be offering to help you. I saw a little blonde boy take the bag. He ran off with it, over there.
Really? Thanks.
A little rude, don't you think?
Isn't that the bag?
Where?
Is it kind of bad that I was thinking the same thing?
Nothing personal. No! Oh, man!
Let me have a look.
Damn, I can't let the professor see me. I shadowed him for days in London. He might recognize me.
Calm down.
No, birthday right here.
My God, I barely look like myself. The sink. No, that won't help me now. Professor Lucien hasn't slept a single night in the cabin yet. The towel is unused. It was the only window that was open in the station. So
What?
it was a good way to get onto the train. And now, it might be my only way out.
Stop, we're going another way.
If I twisted it,
You twisted what?
then I'd have a sort of rope.
What?
I'm not as good as the Raven at slipping into other roles. He's had decades to perfect it. Whatever. It'll be good enough for the people on the train.
Excuse me.
The window to the right should be the Baroness's cabin, and the one on the left is the saloon car. The roof could be my escape route.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What?
This is the saloon car. The coal car and an old-fashioned steam engine are in front of it.
Ooh.
But the roof is too slanted and smooth to climb. That's the Baroness's cabin. Itch is probably with her. I wouldn't mind jumping through the window and giving them both the surprise of a lifetime, but then the Baroness would freak out, and Itch would be forced to report the event to the police.
Well,
There must
fine.
be someone in the saloon car. They'd see me if I climbed along the side of the train.
Well, what you... Just go back inside, then.
He doesn't give up easily. Professor Lucien seems to travel light. The Baroness's luggage takes up half a freight car.
Use the knife.
Professor Lu, that means
Use the keys. Quit looking outside because we apparently...
Professor Lucien is at the door. That means I already locked the door. You can lock it manually from inside, but you need a special key to open it from outside.
Okay.
It was the only window that...
Okay, let's go back outside, guys.
I only have a few seconds before the door opens and Professor Lucien comes back into his cabin. I'd better not be here.
We'll use this.
Those are air ducts or something, but I can't reach them with my hands.
Use the broom! I can't.
There's nothing quite like traveling on a train.
Now there's gonna be a tunnel. Wait, why was he still... Wait a minute. Hold up, I'm saving that. I told you to look at it.
I need to put the envelope on this in the freight car, but I can't just walk in like a delivery man.
Sure you can. Where are we going now? I'm just waiting for the tunnel just to come by.
The ventilation shaft supplies the freight car with fresh air. It also seems big enough to climb through. I'd say I found my way in.
All right.
The cover has two hinges on the back. It's possible to open it, but the two screws on the front hold it closed.
Use your fucking knife. Or not. Two screws, get the knife. Done.
Hey, my pistol!
You'll get it back in Venice. Frightening me like that. I could have fallen under the wheels.
I thought you were a ghost.
Ghosts don't exist.
They do too. One just flew past my window.
Be off with you.
Oh, man.
Ah, I can use these.
Phew, that was close. He left the lock open. How convenient.
Listen, I'm not that great at locking crap again. Where are you going now? Turn around. Can I skip the animation?
I should be able to move about freely in the train, as long as I keep away from Professor Lucien. The other guests don't know me, and conductors change several times during the journey. A new face shouldn't seem suspicious to anyone.
Young man,
Yes.
Yes, sir?
tell me, when did they switch to self-service on the Orient Express? Should they not have informed the passengers about that in advance?
Forgive me, sir. I was...
And what about my bag? Did your colleague find it?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't know.
I expected as much. There will be consequences. And now, bring me my coffee.
Of course, sir.
Yes. Question. What coffee would you like?
Asshole.
Stay away from the professor. Oh, hey, professor. How you doing? I have an idea.
Beer, wine, champagne, gin, brandy, and whiskey. The richest snobs take the same medicine as the poorest Slavs. Some people that need a drink to steady their nerves, doing what I'm doing, but not me. I want a clear head if I'm gonna get this envelope onto the safe.
I like how he just talks out loud.
Huh. A dish with old people's candy. Butterscotch, I think.
I've had, but you call me old?
Even pigs get to drink from the finest porcelain.
That's
A
just
small
mean.
portable radio. The reception is surprisingly good here in the mountains. I won't be able to use the radio, but the antenna, on the other hand, a thin, short metal rod that can be extended. Something like that might come in handy. There's still some coffee left.
Put it in the fucking cup!
Locked.
Well, you just found the lockpick. Or not.
Let's see. It fits! Huh. A lot of odds and ends. A hairnet, batteries, a half-pack of cigarettes, an unused toothbrush. The bartender probably has to serve as a jack-of-all-trades, like a concierge in a hotel. So,
Probably.
is there anything useful?
Find like a gun.
Oh, a small shaving mirror.
Or not. I was gonna say, give him like butterscotch coffee. Wait, that one already had. Where'd it go? Excuse me, sir.
A cup of coffee for the gentleman.
Do you know what the problem with people like you is?
You mean our lack of a sense of duty, or our skin color, or a lack of respect for our elders?
Wow.
We have so many flaws.
No, you don't.
He didn't even want to hear why it took so long to get his coffee. He just wanted to tear into someone. Just wanted to assert his will. It's a sad life if you have to pump yourself up by deflating others.
That was just rude. I'm leaving. Excuse
The
me.
old lady didn't get on in Zurich, and she doesn't look like someone from Nancy or Basel. I'm guessing she boarded in Paris. She seems familiar somehow. The younger woman seems to be some kind of carer or companion for the older lady. I wouldn't like to be with her all day long. She radiates a certain restlessness and unease.
What's that on the table?
The elderly woman's carer can't keep her hands still, so she's knitting.
I like how I'm just standing. Look.
Can I bring you ladies anything? Is everything satisfactory?
Everything is wonderful, young man.
Very good. Got it.
I like how he just says that loud, like standing next to him. I got the yard. They're like, who are you talking to? And what did you take? Nothing. They seem suspicious. Who the fuck are you talking to? You can't hear that. What are they called? Soliloquy or something? I don't know. It's a big word, and I have troubles. Wait, I have an idea. What if I use the antenna with the yarn?
Sooner or later, the carer will miss her wool, even though it's just a little bit. They should have been able to open the door with pliers. I think the coast is clear.
I think so too. La la la.
I assume Inch is also in the compartment. He'll probably find some excuse to sneak out to trigger the blackout and engage the emergency brakes. No idea how he expects to pull that off. He usually leaves me in the dark about such things. Even after months of
rude.
partnership, he still doesn't trust me completely. Obviously, they managed to open the door. I wonder who or what the archaeologist thinks locked it. Did he connect it to the burglary in London? Probably not.
Probably not. Hello!
The violinist was already on the train in Zurich. Handsome devil. I'm glad my girlfriend isn't here. She loves to make me jealous. And once I'm raging mad, she leans forward and whispers one of those phrases that only she can say. like that? If it is, maybe I should take it with me during the blackout. With any luck, I'm gonna be a happy family man soon, and I'll need a few francs, lira, or marks.
Why do you talk out loud right in front of the person?
We're still in the Swiss Alps. We should reach the Italian border in half an hour.
That's like me standing next to somebody, be like, this person is crap. What'd you say? I'm talking to myself internally. You can't hear me. They have very big feet. Oh, you want to go? It's like, you're not supposed to hear this. I'm just talking out loud. He's going to swipe his guitar. Poof. How is he able to hear me? Look, you're saying everything out loud.
Maps, info for travelers, some pictures, and the schedule, all neatly hung up with magnets.
Cool, I'm going to take some.
Won't work. There's a lock at the bottom of the window.
Well, we'll just go with the handy dandy pocket knife. Or not. Just...
Maybe.
Why is the knife and everything else so, like, go to first? Why can't you pick the keys that unlock everything? You got the master key. Use it.
Big map shows the different routes the Orient Express took in the course of its long history. It's larger than the other notices, and thus hung up with larger magnets. I'll take one with me.
One, I would have been taking all of them.
Climbing over the coal car is the only way to get into the driver's cab while the train is moving. I can't imagine Inch climbing over it to trigger a blackout up front. I bet he paid someone to do his dirty work. Inch almost never takes personal risks, and usually he tries to keep his hands clean.
Get the axe. Aww.
Professor Lucien,
Why do I need a magnet? Oh, he's not there no more. Well, back here.
Let's see.
Oh, now you go that way.
A wrench, you don't say. This is too easy.
It would have been easier if you went over there earlier, but no, didn't want to do that. Where are you going? Yeah, that's right. Keep walking over there. I'm waiting for the tunnel just to hit him. Now we take the wrench. We scroll all the way over here.
First, I need to get an overview of what's awaiting me in the freight car, and then I'll take care of the cover.
I fucking hate you. Come on, Indiana Jones, let's go.
The safe is guarded by my old friend, the Bobby from London. Even he would be curious to see a conductor in a freight car.
So what am I gonna do now? Silver gray? Yes. No. Are you cruel?
Okay, showtime.
You were just in there. Shut up. Excuse me. Pardon me. Hello again. You'd be caught by the police in no time if it was you.
I know people I feel sorry.
I said go in the door.
Just a few more, and until
What to do? Excuse me, sir. Sir, would you like me to put your violin there? This ain't bad at all. It's like, excuse me, sir, are you okay? I work here, I'm fine. Don't mind me. I just misplaced my keys. Just looking for my keys. Speaking of keys, hold on, go back. Just looking for my keys. There she... Yeah, don't mind me. It keeps telling me go behind bar.
No, I don't need anything else.
How do you know? Have you looked? Maybe the toothbrush
I
with
don't
me.
think I need anything. The safe, even he would be cured. The safe is evil. The safe is evil. I don't really like
I have an idea! Don't you do it, you dick! It's a grate, right? So all we do, take the magnet, and we put it on the back of the...
In theory, I could use the mirror to get a look at the front of the car, but my arm is too thick to fit through the grate.
I already know what you gotta do. You gotta put that. Come on.
I can't see anything, but that won't do. What I really need is a view of the front.
I hate you.
But the two screws on... First, I need to get it... In theory, but I can't see... That won't... I'll tie the magnet to the string. Done.
And then what you do is you take this and you put on the back of the mirror.
The wool strip, the cover, but the... I doubt that I could drag the safe through the ventilation shaft with nothing more than a magnet on a string. And I can't imagine another reason for pushing the string through the ventilation shaft.
I can.
I can't see that. But
I hate you. Being mean. Stop it!
that will...
You take the small mirror.
That... But the...
No, you... Fine, take the needle.
If I have to, that should do it. That did the trick.
What just happened?
Okay, the candy is so sticky that it'll hold the mirror without any trouble. As I expected, it sticks. safe is directly beneath the ventilation shaft. I could shimmy down the shaft and hit him on the head from behind. Uh-oh.
Are you okay, Robert?
Nothing to report, sir.
At ease?
Any suspicious passengers come aboard in Zurich, sir?
Not really. It could be anyone and no one. But we've received support from the Swiss police. A certain Constable Zell.
Oh?
Very motivated. Might get on our nerves.
That limits my options. I can't overpower two people. I don't think I'll be able to slip into the carriage unseen after all. Oh, there has to be a way. I have to keep Inch happy.
Inch. Yeah, and his cousin Mile.
Onto the safe. Or
Shut
on
up.
top of it. The safe is directly beneath the ventilation shaft. And Inch said something about a blackout and a tunnel. I could use the moments of confusion and darkness to toss the letter onto the safe. Might work, as long as I manage to open the ventilation shaft and choose the right moment.
Be a dick.
I could unscrew the screws, but I should only open the cover inside the tunnel.
No one's the tunnel. Never mind. That camera.
What was that?
Sir! Must have fallen out.
Put that on the floor.
Yes, sir.
That was close. If the second screw makes that much noise, it's over for me.
Do it!
The cover has but the...
I swear to God.
No way. If the second nut also hits the floor, Legrand will know that I'm up here. My only option will be to jump from the train.
But then what do we do? Ooh! Alright, now we got a nut.
All right. We should...
What? The light's gone out.
Flashlights! Ah! Get off me!
There, sir. An envelope.
My dear Nico, you should take a closer look at the box. R.
What the dickens? It's a...
Away with it! Take cover!
Wow. Wasn't I supposed to swipe at the violin, too? Are you gonna make me replay everything as this kid?
What's the meaning of this? What do you want here?
The
I
plan?
won't blindly obey orders anymore. I want to know what the plan is.
You know as much as you need to know. We will steal the second eye in Cairo, before the eyes of the world. The theft of the first eye got everyone's attention. Legrand's death would have increased the excitement immeasurably, but this will do just as well. We'll have a showdown instead. The Raven versus the Inspector. That should also electrify the press.
Why are you doing this? I thought it was about the jewels. Why are we making life difficult for ourselves and attracting so much attention?
It's about more than that. It's about performing on the greatest stage of all. About the end of a legend. You'll see when it's time for you to see. Until then, just do as I say.
But
James! James! Where on earth are you?
During the trip, we'll keep a low profile and steer clear of Legrand.
I lost the ticket and the fake passport.
I swear, if my arm was still good enough to climb, I'd have disposed of you long ago. Oh, well. I'd prefer that no one see you while you're on board. Smuggle yourself on board and stay undercover until Cairo.
Okay.
And no more games. Nothing that Legrand, the police, or anyone else could do to you compares to what I will do to you if you don't follow my plan.
Okay, James.
There you are. Is the Inspector to carry my luggage onto the ship all by himself?
He thinks he knows me. He thinks I'm stupid and weak. I have him right where I want him. Here's a young thief who'll show an old-timer how it's done.
A pigeon?
Even if it means a
That's
bit
a
of
seagull,
solitary
stupid.
confinement.
Oh, don't make me go through this ship again. That was a nightmare.
I'm lying on a pile of clothes. Different fabrics. Some rougher, some softer. This one feels like a fine net. No, I don't think this'll be much use. I hope the dock workers have left the cargo hold. I better just take a peek. Or at least I'd take a peek if it were possible to open it. Feels like metal. Angular. I think it's the trunk lock. This trunk is built like a coffin. You probably have to pull a handle to unlock the trunk from the outside. No one thought about making it possible to open from the inside. You probably have to pull a...
Really?
Probably...
Oh my god.
There are small round bumps with slots in the middle. Could be screws.
Oh boy!
Okay, where's the screwdriver? Knife. There's the screwdriver. So, if I just turn this... aha!
Open!
Oh, you're kidding me!
What? Oh.
Seems to be a strap for holding something on the shelf above the trunk. Unfortunately, I can't reach the clasp. It's fastened tightly, and I can't reach...
There you go.
The stuff over there doesn't look like it was recently loaded. Probably part of the ship's inventory. Tools and spare parts, I'd say. 2 metal pipes. Stable, about 10 meters apart.
Okay.
The ship may be showing its age, but those pipes look more than sturdy enough.
Oh, there we go.
The ship may be
Stop it!
Oh, brilliant! Hopefully the clasp won't slip out of the box when I pull the strap.
quit it. Oh, just perfectly, yeah.
The pipe rolled up against the shelf, but it's still out of my reach. I can't reach it.
You didn't even try.
And then it'll just tie itself around the pipes. Not gonna happen.
Yeah, it'll tie itself around the pipes, pull, and then poof, you're there.
Oh. How's that supposed to work? The strap won't tie itself around the pipe. The pipe rolled up against the shelf. How's that supposed to work? The pipe rolled up.
Why you gotta make me feel like I'm stupid? That'd be mean. Okay, this.
All right then. I'll just drive the blade through the end of the strap. Ta-da!
See ya! And now I combine it with you.
That should hold.
And now...
That's no use. Looks like I hit the jackpot on my first try. There's nothing more to be had. That's no use. Looks like I hit...
I thought I missed something.
My best chance. Steady as a rock.
I'm free!
Elegant. Oh, great. Okay, I'll tie him up and then get out of here before they start looking for him. And I already have an idea where I can hide.
In the car? Was that the inspector?
I can't imagine that he'd just leave.
Yeah, and without saying goodbye either.
No need to be frightened, young lady.
What are you doing here?
I wanted to see you.
This is hardly the time or the place. What happened on the train?
Nothing bad. Everyone is fine.
Inch is dangerous. I warned you.
I know. That's why we're being careful. And you have a smart and handsome young thief at your side.
And humble, too.
Don't worry. I'll take care of you.
What have I done to deserve a luck like this?
Got a girlfriend! Wait, but I thought he gets in trouble. Hint function used. What hint function? Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Screw you! I didn't use no... there's a hint function? When did this happen?
Inch bothers me. He's shown what he's capable of. What if he finds out about our plan?
How would he? We're careful.
He's more ruthless than we expected. The bomb on the train. I don't want to think about it.
We need to make sure that we stay calm.
You mean that I stay calm?
I'm not worried about you. I know you.
Shall we go over the plan one more time?
Yes,
Good
please.
idea. We know that Inch hid the first eye in the Baroness's luggage.
I'll break into her cabin and replace the eye with a fake.
Right. We'll steal the second eye in Cairo.
And Inch will be caught in the act.
It's simple.
The devil is in the detail. I have to get into the Baroness's cabin undetected, then find the secret hiding place, and I can't leave any evidence behind.
Yes. And Inch said something about a combination, so the hiding place might be locked.
One step at a time. I think I'll assess the situation first.
And I think I'll make myself comfortable for a little while.
So this is how married life will be.
Works for me.
Everything went according to plan in London?
Except for the explosion, yes. The Bobby was right on time.
Because he had a good tip-off.
I had enough time to take the eye, but unfortunately there was no time to replace it with the fake.
Where is it?
I'm playing
A
it.
work of art. Almost as beautiful as the original.
I can't tell the difference.
Inch could. But if all goes to plan, he won't have a chance to take a closer look at the jewel until after the burglary at the Egyptian Museum. Will Legrand cause any trouble?
Everything's still going according to plan. That means he's clever, but not clever enough.
And the Bobby?
Peasant's cunning, nothing more. He won't be able to solve the puzzle on his own.
There's still Inch.
He doesn't suspect anything. We laid the foundation well. I've been his assistant for months already. He doesn't trust me, but he thinks he can play me for a sucker. That's enough.
Speaking of Inch, I saw him talking to you in Venice. What was it about?
He was angry because his attack on the train failed and because I lost my ticket.
How did you get on the ship?
As a stowaway, locked in a cold, dark cargo hold.
Poor boy. I'll go out now and lead the police and master thieves around by the nose.
I can think of something else to do.
I can't.
Don't what? How rude! I'm a strong, independent woman. All right, so I gotta sneak into Bernard. I don't know how you girls walk in these high heels.
I have no idea where Inch had the fake jewel made. But it's amazing. Even someone with as much experience as I have has to look twice before realizing it's a fake.
How you walk in these heels?
The poster proudly announces the ship's first Atlantic crossing. The city of New York welcomes the MS Lydia.
All I hear is tick, tick. They're like, Silver, go sneak up on somebody. Okay. Where are you coming from a mile away?
I'm sure I could help you if...
Stand aside.
If you told me what you're looking for.
Were you just getting in my way? Now get out.
I'll wait at the door, madam.
Yes, yes.
Oh, Miss...
Mayers?
Can I help you?
No, I'm just having a look around the ship. Good day.
Is that an English accent? Like an American accent?
That was close.
A good day! Okay, I need to lead people on a goose chase. I'll tell you, I look pretty, I'm telling you what.
Lovely big towel. I hope tomorrow I'll have a chance to sunbathe and enjoy the rest of the trip.
Well, you'll take the towel anyway.
A deck chair in the sunshine on a cruise ship. I'd be a fool to miss out on that tomorrow. But I have to take care of my duties before I can relax in the sun.
Yeah, we're gonna go steal some shit. Just listen to look. Is that the water off over there to the top, to the left? You see those string lights? Is that water over there? It's just a block of white. But I love the sound effects and everything. Just splash, splash.
Bravo! Bravissimo! Fantastico! Ha ha!
Would it be okay for you if I get some fresh air up on deck?
Of course, my dear. Give my regards to the sea.
How do you give regards to sea?
Wooden salad tongs. Just small enough to carry around unseen.
I was about to say, take that shit. I'm gonna steal everything, make it impossible for the inspector. Excuse me.
A wonderful concert, wasn't it?
I wouldn't have expected you to be a connoisseur of classical music.
Because I'm American?
Because
What?
you're young, and friendly, and radiant. Someone like you doesn't have to know a lot to get along well in life.
Are you easily prejudiced at your age?
In my long experience, there's often a core of truth at the center of every prejudice.
Prejudice is the reason of fools.
Was that written in the book you once read?
Oh, I've read many books. Good books.
But not my books, you mean to say?
You're a writer?
Mm-hmm. What can I do for you, Miss...
Mayers. You know, I'm not planning on throwing myself at a man.
I'm glad to hear it. You have to work. Earn your own money.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. My grades are excellent, and I really want to study acting in New York.
None of my books has ever been made into a good film. The stories were twisted, shortened, and simplified so that even the dimmest fellow could follow them.
I want to be a leader and travel. I speak 3 languages.
That would be 3 more than most people your age can speak. Do what you have to do. But stay away from bad men.
Too late. I can speak multiple languages. I can speak Silvernese, Viper Orgies, Dumb and Dumber, and Dumbass. I can speak a lot of them. Still working on Jackass, but...
Is this your first trip on the Lydia?
That's quite enough. Life is too short for conversations like this. I do wish that rather delightful Swiss policeman had come along.
I heard you had an interesting trip on the train.
It was thrilling. I'm hoping for an encore. Perhaps in Cairo.
Mr. Kreutzer possesses impressive technique, don't you think?
He certainly does. His numerous playmates in Austria can tell you more about it than I.
You mean Mr. Kreutzer is a womanizer?
I'm not talking about cheap skirts.
What?
I'm talking about expensive clothes. A man like him needs funds to support his lifestyle. Just go over to him, my dear. Tell the maestro that your family is wealthy. You have everything he's looking for. Money and a pretty face.
Hold your tongue. Mr. Kreutzer, Lady Westmacott, please.
Or did you have your eye on me, Mr. Kreutzer? Old, yes, but rich.
Jezebel. Mr. Kreutzer.
Bye. She started it. You gotta blame the old woman.
That's better. Freeloader.
Freeloader?
You and Mr. Kreutzer, you seem to know each other.
Not really, but I know his type. Parasites who cling to the rich and famous
Wow.
and suck them dry. The young, misunderstood painter. The innovative writer who writes books that no one wants to read. The musical talent that has to be supported. The ladies and gentlemen of high society let the others use them and call themselves patrons. Another word for fool.
Didn't you finance archaeological excavations in the Near East and Egypt?
For my husband, and I was there myself.
Okay.
I catalogued items for him, and I didn't show him off like a trophy at cocktail parties, but my son was one of them. The worst kind. The kind that sucks not only the money, but also the life right out of a person.
May I take my leave?
You may.
I wasn't done talking to the old
The
woman.
lady is not a fan of shallow conversation, which I respect. I shouldn't talk to her unless I have something serious to say.
Want a jewel? Silver. Excuse me, Captain.
He's sweating profusely. Burst capillaries and a sweet odor. I hope the crew doesn't take the captain for a role model, and that they stay sober for the rest of the trip.
Yeah, it's not like he has to drive a boat. Besides, we're in warm weather. There's not going to be an iceberg. Captain, iceberg ahead! Who says I can still talk to the lady? Bye, ma'am. Oh, hello, dickhead.
Inch is intelligent and ruthless, a dangerous combination. He's not a brilliant planner, but he is smart and careful. He senses danger. I'm afraid he might suspect that something is wrong. The silhouette of New York and of a ship, but not of this one. They probably use the same template for every ship. Looks pretty official, with a coat of arms, flag, seal, and all the trappings. And the poster as clean as a whistle. Someone seems to cherish it.
I'm going back to the cabin. The boyfriend's here. Hello!
He has the enviable talent of being able to sleep anywhere, anytime. He once fell asleep on a cable car and only woke up after he'd already gone up the mountain and back down again.
Cool.
We booked this cabin because it's centrally located. Easy to duck in whenever we need to. Of course, the fact that it's a first-class cabin with a huge bathroom and shower had nothing to do with it.
Well, good. I need to pee. Go in here.
Okay, then. I am Patricia Mayers. Young, attractive, clueless. I am Patricia Mayers.
What do you think it... It's making America sound dumb.
It happened pretty fast between us. It was magic when we first met. Birds of a feather flock together, and he can be very charming.
Really?
Ah, lovely big towel. Daddy wasn't at all amused when I brought him home, mind, but I don't think he'd have been satisfied with anyone.
Really? He stars!
Normally I don't carry so many things around, but it would have been suspicious if I'd come aboard with nothing but a rucksack whilst pretending to be the daughter of a wealthy family.
What are you getting now?
I got this necklace from my father. It's supposed to remind me that money isn't the most important thing in life. If all you've got is this penny, as well as family and friends, then you're a very rich girl, he said. I'll take it with me. It'll bring me luck.
Well, if it's a necklace, just put it around your
I don't like
neck.
wearing hats, but they do fit the role. And I have to admit that the day in London when we shopped for Patricia Mayers was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I can't wear hats. Why not? Fat head. Shut up.
I always try to carry as few personal items as possible. If my things are ever searched, they won't reveal my true identity.
Oh, okay. Bye, honey! Toodaloo! I'll be back. Let's see, downstairs. Dick. He's always just sitting there. Excuse me, don't mind me, I'm just going downstairs. The British person speaking English is going downstairs.
Very fine handiwork. The model maker even wrote the name of the ship on the tiny life preservers. But the winter garden at the back of the saloon is missing, and the stern deck looks different. It was obviously made before the ship was remodeled.
Silver, if you had a ship, what would it be called? The USS are going under. Shut up! Excuse me.
Come in.
Thank you. The USS, we're going down.
How can I help you, young lady?
Are you the ship's doctor?
Yes, of course.
You see, that's what I thought, because you've got a uniform and you work in the medical center.
Well spotted, young
Why are
lady.
you making us seem dumb?
My name is Dr. Gebhardt. How can I help you?
What are the other passengers like?
Listen, young lady, I do not really have time to chat right now.
Then why'd you
Today
ask
is
what
my
I
first
wanted?
day, and it is going differently than I had expected.
You do seem a little stressed. Maybe you should relax. Stress isn't good for you.
You're right. If there is nothing else I can help you with.
But you weren't really helpful at all. Maybe I'll come back later. Bye now.
Bye-bye! Alright, well, she's reading now. I'm gonna be right back.
Several journals and magazines. Huh, this looks pretty interesting. Art and Culture Today. Huh, there's something about the exhibition. Unique masterpieces exhibited for the first time together in their home country. Tireless efforts of Baroness von Trebitz.
That's right.
The only regular event seems to be the nightly drink in the saloon. Judging from the rest of the entertainment program, it seems necessary.
I didn't know there was a hint feature.
We briefly discussed whether we should try to steal the second eye here on the ship. The lack of escape routes and the 10-centimeter thick door to the safe settled the question.
A 10-centimeter door. Yeah, I look hot. Silver! What? It's not my fault. She has a boyfriend. What happens if, like, he's just there? What happened if I go like this? I'm gonna go into...
Inch is watching the door. I need another way into the cabin.
Skylight? You go, hello! How are you? What's that voice?
A handsome man and a talented musician, but he doesn't seem very happy.
Well, maybe because you were making fun of him in the freaking dining hall.
Hello, Mr. Kreutzer.
Do you want to have a go at me, like the old witch in there?
I just wanted to talk to you.
Now is not the best time.
I just wanted to tell you that I really loved your music, and that Lady Westmacott did not have the right to speak to you like that.
Really? How do you know? You don't know me.
Then, did she have the right?
No, she didn't. That cynical old witch enjoys exposing the weaknesses of others. Although we all have them. She as well. She lusts for recognition and acts as though it weren't so disgraceful. She rejects prizes and awards with snide remarks, but she's angry when others receive them. She needs to know that she's better than others.
You seem to know her quite well.
I've only met her once or twice, but I know her son and some of her friends. One friend of hers supported me for a long time. No one is brave enough to say it to her face, but everyone hates her.
Her or her success? You're so talented. Why aren't you performing on the world's great stages?
Shut up.
Fate, perhaps. Or bad luck. My parents opened every door for me and my sister and expected corresponding careers.
Over-ambitious parents who force their children to play music?
No, it wasn't like that. I loved it. I loved to play the violin. They didn't have to force me. I wanted to do it on my own. I thought I would achieve my goals if only I worked hard enough. But it was not to be.
Because... What happened?
What happened?
In a more dramatic story, I'd say that I broke my hand just before my big break, or that I was rejected because of my nationality or my name, or that I was brought down by a conspiracy. But nothing like that ever happened. I practiced like mad. Got better and better. Really good. But nothing happened. The right people never heard me. I was never in the right place at the right time. Can you imagine how it feels to always be on the cusp of a breakthrough? To be just one evening away from becoming an overnight sensation? To see how other, less talented violinists pass you by because you just aren't lucky enough?
How terrible.
For every star in the limelight, there are a dozen more that burn out unseen, fading month by month. I didn't want to be one of those people who waste their lives chasing dreams without realizing that they're unattainable. If I couldn't have the life that I always dreamt of, and that my family expected from me, then at least I could have the next best life.
What's that?
The next best life?
Mansions, limousines, parties. Everything you could wish for.
Well...
Though none of it belongs to me.
The lady called you a freeloader.
An ugly word. But maybe not so far from the truth. I move with the rich and famous, and at first glance, I live exactly the life my father always wished for me. A carefree life, easygoing. And I play the violin, which I always loved to do.
But it's not really like that.
It's empty. My life is just a shell. A show, and everyone knows it. I loved something once, and I burned for it. But now, the violin is just an accessory for practicing my real profession.
And your family?
How could I ever look them in the eyes? A failed violinist who gave up.
What does the future hold for you?
Isn't it obvious? My hands are starting to shake from alcohol. What will be left once I lose my good looks? I'll have nothing then.
Stop.
And so I'll put an end to it all.
You can't say things like that.
Yeah. Don't say things.
With my father's pistol.
No.
I always have it with me. It's gone. Fate won't even grant me a quick death.
Don't you think you can still make it?
No.
You can.
It's too late now.
No, it's not.
The real question is, did I give up too quickly back then?
I don't know.
Thank you for listening.
Goodbye, Mr. Kreutzer.
No, thank you for letting me know you had a pistol. Can I borrow it for like 5 minutes? Get away from you.
Practicality was definitely placed ahead of design here. I guess the Lydia regularly docks at harbors that don't have their own gangways. And rather than make the passengers climb ladders, they opted for the less beautiful alternative.
You can still do something. You just have to stop drinking, dude. It's like my hands are drinking from the alcohol. What do I do? Stop drinking!
Two handsome sailors are standing at the table and studying a marine map. Good thing they're busy. I can have a look around without being disturbed.
Oh, two handsome men. They'd like to hear your boyfriend be like, "What did she say?" Well, then again, he said something about a handsome dude, so.
A classic. The thief enters through the ventilation shaft. Can it really be that easy? No, it can't. The cover is screwed shut.
Got it. Yeah, Silver, go ahead.
No idea what kind of flag this is, but the pole it's attached to could be very useful one day. It's about 80 centimeters long and looks quite stable. Yes, it's sturdy, but it's also too cumbersome to carry around.
I was about to say, where are you gonna hide that?
No, there's no gap to put the pole in. I can't force the cover open. I could tie the bath towel around the pole, put the pole across the ventilation shaft, and climb down with the help of the towel. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah! Only problem, we still have to unscrew the dang thing. And guess what? The salad tongs won't frickin' work. A screwdriver, Silver. Don't be a moron.
This should be the entrance to the cargo hold. Not really my concern. Bull, curling, shuffleboard, all the same to me. I'm not interested in any of that now.
Excuse me.
The two of them seem to be in a private conversation. I'd better not disturb them. When Adil and I were following the professor in London, I was disguised. But that doesn't mean he won't recognize me now. No, I won't talk to them as long as I can avoid it.
Okay. Excuse me. I have a question. Do you get scrapes on your feet because of high heels too? Or is that just me? You know where I can find a screwdriver or a wrench? Well, some shit like that.
I have no idea where even...
Excuse me. Can I get through here or... He gone. Captain!
He's sweating. I hope...
Captain! I have to talk to you. Do you have a wrench?
I hope...
I went for the door. Oh, hello, lady. Let's say aft deck. I'm gonna narrow. It was either gonna say I was gonna get or I was gonna narrow down these things. But I came out something else. For some reason. Just say like nair. Hey, dickhead. He's not in the bathroom, is he?
As soon as I've swapped the jewels, I'll treat myself to a hot shower, and then we'll see how the evening progresses.
Okay. Where'd he go?
As soon as I've...
Because he couldn't...
I got this necklace from my father. It's supposed to... If all you've got...
Can I beat him with salad tongs?
No time for reading. I have to find the secret compartment in the Baroness's cabin. Legrand is an important part of our plan. He's the one who'll arrest Inch in the end. But there's still a lot to do before that happens.
I could bug him again.
The good doctor seems to be very busy. I shouldn't bother him. Maybe only someone... No time for...
So what are you trying to do with the salad tongs? I don't know. Hello. I'm gonna go back out here. And do what? I don't know. I'm gonna go to this place. Go on, Silver, use your big brain.
I could jam the penny in and make a kind of improvised screwdriver. Why not?
God damn it!
I jammed a penny...
Come on, move your high heels. Get your butt up there, please. No, I don't... She doesn't need to talk about the gentleman behind the thing again.
No, this...
I'll use this and the salad tongs. I knew the salad tongs would come in handy here.
That's it. I just hope that this is the right shaft.
Well, only one way to find out.
Here goes nothing.
Ah, Jakob Aust. I finally got you. I'll have them arrest you and justice will be done.
Can I be of assistance, madam?
Yes, you can get out of the way.
Shall I tidy up, madam?
No, it's time to celebrate.
Excellent. The coast is clear. I'd prefer to lock the door. Someone could come in and catch me at any moment. But it's important not to leave a trace. Inch absolutely cannot find out about us. I must hurry.
Okay.
Impressive for a quick drink on the go.
Did I lift the right thing?
More bottles. Might be the good stuff.
Oh boy!
Napkins and towels, but no jewel. Gin, whiskey, liqueur, sherry, vodka, brandy, and champagne. Every bottle is at least half empty.
Not like she's an alcoholic.
Corkscrew, bottle opener, coaster, nothing else. A suitable glass for every occasion. But most of them look more or less unused. The Baroness probably disregards style and etiquette when she's drinking alone, and just uses the same glass. What's that? A small leather strap. Aha.
Oh.
Well, then I should... Wait, what's that? A note. Nefertiti, Guernica, A.D., Buonarroti's Adam. This could be a memory aid for the Baroness.
Oh, good.
And it would explain how Inch discovered the combination. I'm going to copy the hints. As I see it, I have to decipher these clues to find 3 of the symbols. Then I can guess the 4th. Well, Nefertiti was an Egyptian queen. The monogram and the 2 other clues aren't much help. I'd put money on the Eye of the Sphinx being behind this door. I don't think anyone would bet against me. I've copied the hints into my diary. Maybe someone on board can help me to figure out at least 3 of the 4 symbols. I've copied the hints into my... Maybe someone on... To me it looks like a combination lock. A good one too. The door only opens when the right symbols are in place.
Okay. Now how the fudge do I back out of here?
There are outlined 8...
Now let's just close that. And...
It seems like she was searching for a specific photo, and that she actually found it. Jakob Aust. Now I've got you, she said. We got our hands on the list of passengers, but I don't recognize the name. The Baroness wrote something down and took the slip of paper with her. It's probably not important. I'm sure that the eye is in the Baroness's luggage.
We already found it!
Not even Adil would believe that this painting was an original. He was interested in art when we first met. But for him it was always about the content, not the technique. I had my work cut out teaching him to concentrate on the stroke, the material, and the signature of the artist. It's the only way to distinguish an original from a fake. I don't care who painted it as long as it speaks to me, he said. A perspective that, as an art thief, I can't share, but it's charming nonetheless. The mannequin could probably wear my clothes. It'd disappear under the Baroness's clothes, though.
Wow. Plain to call her big.
One of the most valuable jewels in the world.
See how it is.
Not to swipe the contents of handbags. Luckily, I don't have to go through all these suitcases. Inch has been traveling with this woman through Europe for months. I almost feel sorry for him. Almost.
Almost. Oh well. Crap.
That was close.
Alright, and away we go. Alright, now let's look at the diary. No, I don't need no frickin' hint. Going upstairs. I got it! We go there. And we go talk to the genius. Excuse me. I have a question.
Professor Lucien could certainly tell me everything there is to know about Nefertiti, but he might also realize that I was in his museum in London. I'd better not talk to him.
No, talk.
Professor but
Go. Only one way to find out.
I jammed a penny in between.
Nefertiti. That name is just weird. Well, the only other person I think would have any information on it, where's this? It's the old woman. She's been around for a while. Let's go find her. Probably still here. Why do you say that? Because nobody wheeled her away in her wheelchair. Nobody said, come on, Nat. See, she's still there.
He's sweating profuse. I hope the crew does.
Excuse me, Captain. It's not that old woman.
Hello, Captain DeConti.
Miss Myers, how nice to see you. You look beautiful. We missed you at dinner.
I was in my cabin. I didn't feel very well.
Oh, I hope you're feeling better.
Those just go down the
concert,
list.
Wasn't it?
You only heard the end. It was really wonderful.
All the more curious that Lady Westmacott embarrassed Mr. Kreutzer like that, don't you think?
I have no idea what got into her. They say she's a difficult person, but this, maybe it's the privilege of famous people to be a bit snitchy from time to time. When I was still a young sailor, Enrico Caruso was a passenger on our ship. And he...
I think she's fascinating. She's achieved so much, and all by herself.
Lady Westmacott? Oh yes, that's true. The most successful writer in the world.
Do you know any more about her?
Everything. I'm her biggest fan. What do you want to know?
Not much. Oh man, I want to know more.
Where is she from? Who were her parents?
Her father was a wealthy British salesman. Her mother died in childbirth. She had an outstanding education, but was a lonely child, they say. Her father was away on business most of the time.
I know how she feels. For many years, my father's career was also more important than me.
Don't say that, my child. Your father paid for the life you now live.
Did Lady Westmacott's father marry again?
Yes, a woman 15 years his junior. She didn't really care for the child. She was something of a high society lady. She made the headlines with her antics more often than the family would have liked.
No. I like how we're talking about her. She's just like, yeah, go ahead.
Her novels. How did she come to be a writer?
In interviews, she always mentions her French tutor, who encouraged her to write when she was a child. After some poems and short stories, she began to write detective novels with great success. The rest is history. The experts are arguing whether she or Shakespeare has sold more books.
Although she doesn't receive the same deference.
That's true. But her books are much more innovative and extraordinary than people generally give her credit for.
And what does an elderly lady like her want in Egypt?
I couldn't really say. She was there many times with her husband, an archaeologist. He died a long time ago.
I heard something about a reception at the Egyptian Museum.
Yes, for the eyes of the Sphinx. Or rather, for the eye. But I don't think she'd go to Cairo just for that. She usually stays away from official events. Didn't participate in the literary scene either. Always stayed as far away as possible from high society. Probably because of her stepmother.
Is it true that you're a war hero?
Mm-hmm. In 2 world wars. That tells you how old I must be.
You're as old as you feel.
Oh God, I hope not.
Aren't you feeling well?
You shouldn't burden your pretty little head with the dark thoughts of an old man, my dear.
Old man?
If you don't feel well, maybe you should take it easy.
I'm afraid if I take it easy, it'll kill me.
You seem to be a pessimist.
Fatty liver, asthma, gallstones, jaundice, gout, shingles, hemorrhoids, varicose veins, circulatory trouble, knee problems, pulmonary embolism, gastritis, migraine, neuralgia, tinnitus, rheumatism, pleurisy, thrombosis, and constipation.
Okay, we get it.
What's been diagnosed so far? My body is a curse.
Oh, I didn't mean to... I'm sorry.
Forgive an old man. I didn't mean to shock you.
Jesus Christ, dude. We're trying to go for a record or something? Like, what the hell?
You're still the captain of this beautiful ship.
They couldn't just get rid of me, so they stuck me somewhere where I can't make trouble anymore.
Don't say that.
This ship runs fine without me. The crew knows what to do. They don't need me. They don't want me.
Captain!
I'm sorry.
Wow.
I don't know why I'm burdening you with all of this. Forgive me, eh? I'd like to rest for a while. Soon enough, it'll be time to head back to the coalface.
Captain DeConti?
Yes?
I wasn't done
with you.
with
Do you
you.
know Nefertiti?
Is she a Greek queen?
No. She... Oh, never mind. Guernica, does that mean anything to you?
Not a harbor that I've ever docked at.
That's too
Why
bad.
am I gonna talk to him?
Do you have any idea what the monogram AD might stand for?
AD. There was an Admiral de la Celle in
God
the
damn
Navy
it.
who always signed AD because he didn't want anyone to know that his first name was...
Oh, it couldn't have anything to do with him.
Well, no. I have no idea then.
Buonarroti. That sounds Italian, doesn't it?
Maybe.
You can say that again. Buonarroti is the name of the greatest artist of all time. Michelangelo Buonarroti.
What the fuck does the music come from?
Only know by his first name. Just imagine. One man, an Italian, achieves perfection in all 3 movements of graphic arts. His David is the most famous statue in the world.
How come you know this, but not anything else?
He built parts of St. Peter's Basilica.
And as a painter, Michelangelo painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel.
The creation of Adam. The spark of life leaps from God to Adam. One of the most famous paintings in the world.
Yes, it is. The Sistine Chapel, Apostolic Palace, Vatican City. I don't know any animals associated with them.
Animals?
Oh, it's a game I used to play. My father posed me a riddle, and I have to guess an animal.
And Buonarroti's Adam was the hint? Maybe he meant Rome. According to legend, the founders of the city, Romulus and Remus, were raised by a she-wolf.
No.
Why did me and her just go,
Does Vatican City have an animal on its coat of arms?
No.
And the Pope?
Every pope has his own emblem. But the new one doesn't have an animal.
You don't seem to like the new Pope.
It's too early to say. But who's fit to hold a candle to John the 23rd? Il Papa Buono, as we used to call him. the good Pope.
He just died recently. What was his heraldic animal?
He was a lion, and so was his heraldic animal.
For a Catholic, Buonarroti's Adam could be a mnemonic for the lion. Pope John XXIII was elected in the Sistine Chapel like every other pope. A work of art hints at a coat of arms with a lion on it.
I'm lost.
Maybe. I'll make a note of lion. I'm gonna go have a look around.
All right.
Captain!
I don't know why, but people just seem to open up to me. Is that a blessing or a curse? It must be horrible to look back bitterly at the end of one's life, especially if it could have been a great life. The Baroness seems to have a reason to celebrate. She's downing one glass of champagne after another.
Excuse me, Baroness.
Lady Westmacott?
Yes.
I hear you're well-versed in Egyptian history, Lady Westmacott. Can you tell me anything about Nefertiti?
A queen. The main wife of Akhenaten.
Are there any famous works of art depicting her?
Oh yes, the bust of Nefertiti. One of the most beautiful ancient Egyptian sculptures.
I beg your pardon?
I saw it years ago in London.
So the bust is located in England?
No, it was discovered in 1912 in Tel El Amarna by a German archaeologist and brought to Germany. I'm not sure where it is today. Ask the Baroness. She's the expert on museums here.
Okay.
Does Guernica mean anything to you?
Why are you asking me all these strange questions?
I'm curious. How shall I learn if I don't ask?
Pick up a book.
Wow, you're a great, nice person.
I've got a puzzle for you.
Why do you always bombard me with strange questions? I can't imagine why.
Oh, come on. You're the queen of mysteries.
Well, what is it then?
A monogram. A capital A with a small d on the bottom. Who does it belong to?
Someone on the ship?
No. No one on the ship.
I don't know. Whose is it?
I don't know either.
It doesn't make much sense to ask a riddle if you don't know the answer. Wouldn't you agree?
Actually, I'd say that it doesn't make sense to ask someone a riddle if you do know the answer.
Touché.
May I take my leave?
You may.
Okay, bye.
The less I have to do with her, the better. Best if she doesn't even remember that I exist. Although, based on her alcohol consumption, I don't really think I have to worry about that.
Can I talk to her now? Excuse me, ma'am. Okay.
The lady is not... I shouldn't talk to her unless I have something...
Well, I'll just go out this way then. Fine.
It seems like Dr. Gebhardt was able to wrestle himself away from his work, but he still doesn't seem to be very relaxed. Quite the opposite. And why won't he go to the saloon?
Let's find out.
Dr. Gebhardt! Getting some fresh air?
Oh, you could say that.
I was talking to the captain. He didn't look well. Is he sick?
I am sure you will understand that I cannot discuss the medical history of one of my patients with you.
Why? Do you think I'm too stupid?
I didn't mean that. It is a matter of confidentiality.
I asked whether the captain is ill and you called him one of my patients.
Yeah.
Haven't you already answered my question?
What do you want?
Do you know the Egyptian queen, Nefertiti?
Yes. There is a famous bust of her.
Really? Tell me more.
Yeah,
no,
me.
I am sorry. I do not have time for that.
Why you gotta be a dick?
Does Guernica mean anything to you?
Now listen, young lady, I do not know what they told you, but just because I am German, I am not responsible for the crimes of my government.
Crimes? What are you talking about?
We obeyed orders, just like everybody else. Now leave me alone.
Who's asking questions?
Do you know what the monogram AD stands for?
What?
A capital A with a small d below it.
Yes, I do. Will you leave me alone if I tell you what it means?
You know.
It is not just any monogram. It is the first. Albrecht Dürer, a German artist, signed all his works with it. He was the first artist to sign all of his work with a monogram.
Okay.
It was not common to do so before then.
Are you sure?
His wooden engravings were, and still are, printed billions of times in Germany.
Billions of times? You're exaggerating.
Not at all. His work appears on German marks.
And what?
That's enough. I told you what you wanted to know. Please, leave me alone now.
Strange guy. I wonder what, or who, he's watching in the saloon. He seems like he's waiting for something, and he's growing more nervous by the minute.
I'm gonna go snoop through his shit. He knows stuff. He's not. He probably locked the door.
The doctor is upstairs. He probably locked the door. Yes.
Jackass.
Maybe the art magazine will help me with the symbols.
Maybe. I'm getting smarter.
Indeed. An article about the different works of art and how they survived the Second World War. And there's also a picture of the bust of Nefertiti. The unique Egyptian work of art was 1913. Permission to export to Germany. Second World War. Safe at the Reich Bank. Then a bunker. And then a salt mine. Prevented from shipping the bust to the United States. Back in Berlin since 1956. Very glad, blah, blah, blah. Soon in the Egyptian Museum of Berlin, and hopefully someday in a reunified Berlin on the Museum Island. Okay, so the bust of Nefertiti is located in Berlin. And which animal is on the city's coat of arms? The Berlin Bear. I just need one more animal.
For what? I love that the music just keeps kicking in for no apparent reason. No, who haven't I talked? I talked to everybody except for the people I can't talk to.
Strange guy. I wonder. He seems like.
Let's go to my room.
Adil?
In the shower.
I found the secret compartment.
Oh, brilliant! And the jewel?
I'm working on it. Adil?
Yes?
I almost got caught in the Baroness's cabin.
What happened?
I don't know. A man came in and I just had time to hide under the bed.
Maybe it was a steward who came to clean the cabin? Don't bother your pretty little head about it. Swap the eye and hurry back. I've got a surprise for you.
I don't think your surprise will really surprise me.
You best be wearing pants.
The secret compartment is secured with a combination lock.
Is there any way in?
Not without leaving evidence. I need the combination.
Huh. Are there any hints?
A memory aid consisting of several works of art. There are animals on the lock.
The works of art might hint at specific animals.
You don't say, genius. I've already got that far.
Yeah.
About the combination.
Yes.
Guernica. Sounds Spanish, doesn't it?
Yes, it's a city in the Basque region.
Does it have a heraldic animal? Or maybe the region has one?
I don't know. I've never been there. I just know it because the city was bombed by the Nazis during the Spanish Civil War.
Nazis? In the Spanish Civil War?
Well, not officially, of course. At the request of General Franco, his friends from Germany reduced a defenseless city to ashes and rubble. Picasso immortalized the bombing in his famous painting.
Really? Is it on display in Spain?
Silly. As long as Franco is in charge, he won't allow that.
Where is it?
Oh, no idea. Paris, maybe? Picasso lived there for a long time.
maybe doesn't help me much. I'll be going. Don't waste all the hot water.
Never.
Liar. I have an idea. Excuse me. Right there.
The silhouette of New York and of a ship. Looks pretty official with a...
Or not. Miss Baroness, I got a question again. Or you.
Lady Westmacott?
Yes.
It must be exciting to meet all the world's famous and powerful people.
I stay away as far as possible from high society. Too shallow. Too boring.
But some of them must be exciting. Have you ever met Picasso?
They told him he's a genius so often that he actually started to believe it himself.
But his paintings are impressive. Guernica,
Yeah.
for example.
Well, it certainly is big. I have to give him that.
Didn't he have to flee from Spain?
Yes, from the fascists. But not just him. Many of his paintings as well. If I remember correctly, Guernica is currently on display in the Museum of Modern Art in New York. He bequeathed it to a future Spanish republic.
And until then it stays in New York?
Yes. It's been there for years now.
Have you ever been to New York?
For the love of God, what would I do there? We
I don't
have
know.
the original York in England. That's quite enough for me.
So, you don't know the heraldic animal of New York?
No. Probably an eagle. It's all eagles over there.
Hey, you leave our eagles alone, lady. I'm gonna go guess it's a tiger.
Are you interested in art?
Not really. I'm more interested in real life. In people.
So, you don't know Albrecht Dürer?
Just because I'm not interested in art doesn't mean that I'm ignorant.
What can you tell me about him?
Books, my dear, books. In them, you'll find the answers to all your questions, even the most foolish ones.
I bet you don't know anything about him, and you just want to cover it up.
Ah, you want to appeal to my honor. Too obvious, I'm afraid.
May I take my leave?
You may.
So I need to find somebody from New York. Captain!
Captain DeConti?
Yes?
An old seaman like you must surely have been to New York, right?
Aye, aye. My usual territory is the Mediterranean, but I've crossed the Atlantic many times. It's always a great moment when the Statue of Liberty appears on the horizon.
You wouldn't happen to know the heraldic animal of New York?
Tiger!
No. Maybe an eagle?
For the love of God, it's always an eagle.
Do you know Albrecht Dürer?
Yes. An artist. Not bad. But he has his weaknesses as well.
For example?
For one,
my shoulder.
He wasn't Italian.
That's a pity.
You can say that again. At least he lived in Italy for a while.
What else can you tell me about him?
I once overheard an argument on board between a German and a Spaniard about who elevated the woodcut to an art form, Albrecht Dürer or Alberto Durero. Eventually, they realized they were talking about the same man. Ha!
Albrecht Dürer is called Alberto Durero in Spain?
That's right. Don't ask me why.
I'm gonna go have a look around.
All right.
I mean, I could at least... I'm gonna go out this way. Because I was hoping to find, you know, like the aid or something for the old lady.
Dr. Gebhardt?
Yes?
Why are you gonna be such a dick?
Have you ever heard of a Picasso?
That's enough. I am saying this as politely as I can. Please leave me alone, now. We can discuss these unimportant things tomorrow, if it is really necessary.
I ought to be going.
Thank God.
Strange? I wonder what? He seems like he's waiting for something.
He did. Fine. I'll go strut my stuff to the front of the ship. I don't need you. I got a big brain. I can figure it out. Excuse me. I got a question. Got a question. What are these guys up here with us?
If someone leaves the bridge, I'll pretend to be stargazing, and if that doesn't work, I'll just turn on the charm. No, it doesn't make sense whilst I don't know at least 3 of the animal symbols.
Try the eagle. It's not like it's alarm coded. I don't know who else to ask. I'll check my cabin then.
A deal?
Yes?
Oh, nothing. I just wanted to see whether you drowned yet.
Ha ha.
I swear to God, you best be wearing pants when you come out of there. Excuse me. I'm gonna go read a magazine again.
The bust of Nefertiti is in Berlin. Berlin Bear. That works. I have no idea. Even some...
Trying to think. What... I've talked to everybody upstairs. Except I can't talk to Baroness. And I can't talk to the prick of Doctor. Who am I missing?
The lady is not a fan of shallow conversation.
Just talk to her. Or Chungus.
I'll leave him alone. I'll leave him alone with his thoughts.
Somebody else here. What am I doing? Real question is, Silver, what are you doing wrong? Shut up. Think. I haven't tried entering.
I'll have to use my private entrance via the vent. If someone spots me going into the Baroness's cabin, I'd have rather a lot to explain.
Okay, he doesn't know. He's being a prick. Nothing else downstairs.
Okay. The coat of arms of New York City is on the poster. There's
God
the
damn it.
obligatory eagle. That can't be it, since there's no eagle on the lock. But look here. How cute. There are 2 beavers posing on the New York City emblem. Guernica equals New York equals beaver. That's it. 3 animals are all I need. I can guess the 4th. But I could try to find the 4th symbol anyway, just to be sure.
No, what? What the hell?
Strange. He seems like...
So we got bear, beaver, and something else. What you got in your diary? Hey, this is the inspector's thing, isn't it? Holy crap.
The lady. I shouldn't... I'll leave him.
Screw it. I'm just gonna go guess. Missing camera. Oh, now you work. I don't know why, I just like coming out this way. She like try to like bringing back her head, like I'm gonna stab my neck like this. Oh well, let's go. Let's fucking guess the damn thing. What are you doing out here? No, that's...
Oh my god. Baroness von Tribitz? Are you okay? Hello? Baroness? Hello?
Adil.
What happened?
The Baroness. Blood everywhere.
But who?
I don't know. Inch?
That doesn't make any sense.
Don't move. Zellner, up here. We've got our shadow. Who are you?
I do nothing. Me crew.
Sure you are. What are you doing here?
Just fresh air.
Sure. You just wanted to get a breath of fresh air. Zellner, look who we have here.
Well, if that's not our shadow.
And our stowaway.
Were you recently traveling via trunk?
Nothing.
He claims to be part of the crew. Just wanted to get some fresh air.
Oh, sure. And you obviously didn't attack me either, did you?
The Baroness won't open her door, sir.
Understood. Take him to the detention cell, Robert. We'll talk later, my friend.
What is? Did nothing.
Inspector Legrand thinks otherwise. Move.
But I have... Gunshot.
I know that. Get moving. Into the cell.
Ah.
What was a gunshot? Where do I get to play as him? Hello?
Hello?
Is that like good enough?
It wasn't my fault.
What wasn't your fault? That you were walking around the ship? That you let them catch you? That you endangered the whole plan? That you endangered me?
I didn't do shit.
I didn't kill anyone. They arrested me purely by coincidence. They'll have to turn me loose in Cairo. I mean, someone was killed, weren't they? I heard a shot. Why won't you answer?
I'm having a conversation that you cannot hear.
What happened last night?
Yeah.
The Baroness was murdered.
Did you?
No. If it were up to me, she'd have had an accident in a couple of weeks. Instead, someone shot the old bat in the heart point blank.
Are we calling it off?
No. Mr. X is ready, and as her surviving representative, I should be able to move about freely in the museum. The old hag's death doesn't change anything.
How did you get in here?
I'm more than capable of finding the entrance to a cargo hold. Indeed, it was child's play.
Okay.
It's not as though I had to crawl through ventilation shafts or anything so gauche.
So, what do we do now? I could escape and...
swim to Cairo.
So, I stay here and wait?
They'll arrest you in Cairo and question you about the murder. Even if they don't throw you in jail, it'll take days.
And if we find the murderer, then they'd have no reason to hold me.
Oh, I'm one step ahead of you.
Is that so loud? Oh, hey, how's it going?
Nervous? I would be if I were you.
You're a dick.
This
What was that?
chap wasn't part of the plan. I don't like it.
He's groping about in the dark. Legrand is the real problem.
Still, I'm going to take him out of the picture.
How?
Dr. Gebhardt killed the Baroness. A clever old man, but not clever enough to keep me from finding out.
So you just have to tip Legrand off, and then I'm as good as free.
That's what I thought at first, but then I thought, why waste the opportunity? I put Zellner on the trail of the good doctor. He'll drive Gebhardt into a corner, and when he lashes out in desperation, he might hit our Swiss friend. Maybe even Legrand, if we're really lucky.
You can't do that. The old fella's just doing his job.
And so am I.
Inch. Enough blood has been shed. Inch. No more deaths. Damn! I have to get out of here and warn Constable Zellner. I guess this cage is some kind of detention cell for the crew.
No wonder why.
It's not the most impregnable prison in the world, but it's still a problem.
They took everything.
Huh. Lock looks pretty modern. Needs a small key, 5 pins. I could pick it with the right tool. Ship. The bars and hinges are showing their age, but they're still much too strong for me to kick the door open. I didn't sleep a wink last night. All I could think of was Alex. It's terrible not knowing what happened. The blanket got caught on the nail. A board and a nail.
Now what?
Ugh, they're really spoiling me with this cup of metallic-tasting water. If I'm really lucky, they'll toss me a few crumbs of bread. I've seen movies in which the prisoners called their guards like this, but it wouldn't help. I can't explain the situation to the Bobby without endangering the whole plan.
That one?
I think it's working. One down.
All right.
I'll hang it back on the frame, and if I'm lucky, no one will notice my escape.
I'm free!
I assume that Deputy Oliver is still standing guard. He inspected the cargo hold this morning. Before I went to London to become Inch's protege, Alex and I drove through the French Riviera in this convertible. It was a wonderful week, and on the cliffs near Toulon, I asked her to marry me. But this is no time for reminiscing.
Okay, let's go.
The crane is for moving cargo from A to B within the ship. The big cranes in the harbor can't reach the corners of the cargo hold.
Silver. Why? I don't know. I could do some.
I could do this all day.
I could do it. It's a button.
Good height for attaching something to the hook. Huh. A ring set into the floor. You could attach ropes or chains to it. It's set into the floor to keep people from tripping over it. What's this? Whoa, heavy. Everything's a bit bigger and heavier on a ship, pulleys included.
I don't know, I'm just taking guesses.
And now? I don't think that was the solution to the puzzle. What's that up there? A grate. Sunlight's shining through it. And above it, a bent pipe. This could be my way out.
Yeah. Or not. Wait, I got it. I know what I have to do.
The bars are welded at 4 points, and unfortunately, they're not all as rusty as this one.
Or not. Man, I was gonna have that come up and then do that. There we go.
Not a chance. And fast.
What if...
Fire still poses a great threat to ships. There are fire alarms, extinguishers, and hoses everywhere nowadays.
Okay.
There's nothing in the car that might help me. Alex is playing her role as Patricia Mayers, and she can't keep anything suspicious with her. I attached the pulley to the ring. You could hang a car from it, if the ship were upside down. I attached the pulley.
Okay.
A good height for attaching something to the hook. A relatively large steel nail. I pulled it out of the board.
I don't know, they don't give me anything. Really?
These hoses are pretty versatile. They'll do at a pinch if you can't smuggle climbing ropes into the building you're planning to rob.
Where are you going now?
A good height. That's not going to get me anywhere. No, that doesn't make any sense. I'm sure the crane still works. I don't have time to play around.
What the... Will you hit the button now?
Here goes nothing.
Almost took off my
Than I
head.
expected. I hope no one noticed. With luck, I'll be able to warn the others about the doctor before it's too late.
Freedom! Again! The doctor's crazy!
No! Ugh. Hey, you all right? That bastard didn't inject the fatal dose. You'll be back on your feet soon enough.
But...
Better take it easy while I... Oh, no!
Yeah, get back here, you bastard.
I'll be right back.
That way.
I can see Legrand in the saloon. I don't think Gebhardt would have gone there. Where are you?
No! Why? Can't you just leave me alone?
Help! Sneaky bastard.
Stay there.
Just relax.
Why can't you just leave me alone? It is always the same old story.
What old stories?
I am a decent man. Why are you torturing me? I loved her. She betrayed me. It was her fault. I have blood on my hands because of her.
Are you talking about the Baroness?
She was her sister. I loved her. With all my heart. They were Jewish, you know? But I didn't care about that. I hid them when it became dangerous for them. I looked after them. I brought them food. I was a party member. And still, I hid her and her whole family.
You risked your life for a woman you loved. And 30 years later, you murder her sister?
I saw her swollen belly. I was so angry. He was one of them, you know? They just used me. I hid them, brought them food, and in return they laughed about me behind my back.
What did you do?
There are Jews hiding in the basement of the Waldhof. Armed Jews. We have to burn them out. And that's what they did.
Come down from there.
Why? So you can kill me?
I'm not gonna kill anyone.
Or pack me off to an Egyptian prison? Or an Israeli prison? No.
What do you expect? You had an entire family put to death.
I am a gentleman. And I expect that others... that they don't...
She didn't love you, and was expecting a child by another man. And that's why you betrayed her.
It was her fault. She shouldn't have cheated on me. I saved her. I risked my life for her every day for 4 months.
And then you threw it all away and became a murderer.
I am not. I am...
Yeah, well, the dead Baroness in the ship's hold proves the opposite.
I had never met her. Back in East Prussia, she was the older sister, the smart sister. She studied art history in New York, tried to get her family out of East Prussia, but I was able to prevent that.
You say you loved her, and yet you wanted to deny her and her family a safe life.
They were safe. I protected them. It was for their sake that I joined the party. I had contacts. I wrapped them in my protective embrace.
You didn't let her escape because you wanted to keep her close to you.
She sent photos to her sister before the war. She must have recognized me yesterday in Venice. I certainly recognized her.
The Baroness was searching through her photos. That's true.
She couldn't get me during the war. And after the war, I disappeared. Gave myself a new name, a new resume, a new life. And then, suddenly, there she was. About to ruin everything.
So, she had to die.
I didn't want that. But she gave me no choice. Why did she have to stir up old ghosts?
All right now.
No. It ends. Here and now.
Why do you want to kill yourself?
Isn't it obvious? He can't bear his false, hollow life anymore.
Who are you? What do you want?
A man who understands etiquette and honor, and yet is nothing but a coward himself, who, because of wounded vanity, burdens himself with immense guilt.
Don't come any closer.
The Baroness held a mirror up to you, didn't she, Doctor? And you hated what you saw there. So you smashed the mirror. But the sins of the past are catching up with you now, aren't they?
No.
A skull with empty eyes full of fear.
Stop it.
Oh, dear, you really know how to dampen the mood. I almost had him. And you? Aren't you supposed to follow orders? Are you not here to assist me?
I won't.
That wasn't a question.
I don't want any dead bodies.
The same old story. You want success, but you don't want to get your hands dirty.
Isn't the Raven famous for that?
I do what's necessary.
No!
No, no. What is it then? You wanted to jump anyway, or you should at least.
Inch?
I'm just lending a friendly hand. He's a coward. He needs a bit of motivation. Come on now, chop chop, jump.
You are the Baroness's butler, aren't you? I did not want to kill your mistress.
Oh, nonsense. Forgiven and forgotten, if you don't mind my asking.
There must be another solution.
Why are you doing this?
Nothing personal. Well, that's not entirely true. You're a miserable excuse for a human being, aren't you? But mainly, you're a means to an end. Your death will get Inspector Legrand off our backs.
The Inspector? What do I have to do with him?
Your letter. The one in which you confess to being the Raven and to killing the Baroness because she saw through your ruse.
That's absurd.
Indeed it is. But people will believe almost anything if it suits them. The press will love it. Bold Inspector Legrand saves the day again. Interviews, medals, urgent telegrams from the capital. Our dear friend won't be able to escape the limelight. And by the time the commotion has ended, I'll be long gone.
You can't kill him.
Why not? He's a bastard, his death will help us, and he's a witness. If we let him go, we'll both go to jail.
All the same, we're not going to kill him. You got us into this situation. And as long as I'm alive, I won't let anyone be killed in my presence.
No.
I have to do the dirty work for you in the museum, so you won't be shooting me, or him.
Very well, you win.
What?
Never speak to me like that again. Do you understand? I need you to steal the eye, but one day I could be overwhelmed by a feeling of hatred that will make me forget the eye. And there are worse things I could do than simply shoot you. I suggest you go back to your cell. You need to be fit for Cairo. I still have a confession to write.
Asshole!
The last act. The end of the Raven. Part of me wants to abandon the whole plan and go back to Europe. What if something goes wrong and Legrand catches on? I couldn't bear it if something happened to her. I can't afford to slip up.
Okay.
Mr. Jamal, I'm glad you could make it.
Let's get this over with.
Still angry on account of the good doctor?
You disgust me.
You'll be rid of me in less than 2 hours, and I of you.
Really?
What happens next?
My diversion worked wonderfully. The press has laid siege to the French embassy, and Legrand won't be able to escape them. He should arrive in a few minutes with the safe, and then he'll have to answer ridiculous questions from reporters all afternoon.
That's why we're striking now.
A regrettable necessity. I would have preferred to make my grand entrance this evening at the Guard. But yes, we will strike as soon as the safe is in the treasure chamber and Legrand has left.
Okay.
Have you already met your Mr. X?
He's counting an envelope of unmarked bills as we speak. He put the blueprints under the statue of Imhotep.
Blueprints?
A sketch of the museum, not the kind you can get just anywhere.
Imhotep?
This one shows secret entrances, basements, and attic rooms that the Resistance used during the war.
That's what it was about.
Get the blueprints. There's a basement below the treasure chamber. The entrance should be marked on the blueprints. Open it and give me a sign.
What's the next step?
You'll find out when it's time.
But... will there be more deaths here in the museum?
If you follow my instructions, no.
If people are in danger, I'll call the whole thing off.
I don't kill for fun, only when it's necessary.
Is it ever really necessary?
Sometimes. Revenge, for example, when one has been betrayed.
All right then, I'll pay a visit to Imhotep and we'll meet in the basement.
Good, monkey.
Monkey! Hey!
Oh, and by the way, the museum is closed to visitors until tomorrow.
Then how...
You'll find a way.
Dick. Rude. And we will find a way in the next one. This is a good story. It's been very interesting. Why is there a bottle of like alcohol back there with a bike? All right. Well, let me save the. Save. Holy crap. Maybe you don't want to work with me. Last time I saved this game was 2019. Yes, I would like to override. But anyway, guys, this could be it for this video. If you're new to this channel, like, comment, be sure to like, favorite, and subscribe. As always, it's been Silver Viper. As always, it's been Silver Viper 21 saying, I'll see you next video.